All right, lovies, welcome back to another micro lecture on South Asia. So for this micro lecture, we are going to begin to explore the countries associated with our region of South Asia. And remember, those countries are going to be inclusive of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, and the Maldives. So first up, we're going to explore India. India, we've already stated, is the world's largest country in population as of July 2024. So previously, China was the world's largest country in population, but now it is India. India is the world's 7th largest country in land area, but again, the world's largest country in population. So it is very densely populated. India is also the world's largest democracy, and it has over 900 million eligible voters in this world's largest democracy. It is oftentimes considered the Silicon Valley of Asia. So Bengaluru is a global tech hub, and it's often compared to Silicon Valley in California. India is a country that is rich in cultural heritage. It has 40 World Heritage Sites, including the Taj Mahal, which is located in India. India is also a railway giant. Indian Railways is one of the world's largest employers, and they have 1.4 million employees. That is India. Let's talk about Pakistan. Maybe, there you go, Pakistan. All right, Pakistan is the second largest country in this South Asian region. And remember, we said that there was a big gap between the population of India to Pakistan. So we quoted India's population as being around 1.9 billion people. And we said that Pakistan, still the second largest country, is only going to come in at 240 million. Pakistan is also the second largest country in the region in area. It is an Islamic country, Pakistan is, and it used to be part of British India. They also have closer ties with Southwest Asia, and that's because of their Islamic presence. Pakistan has the largest continuous irrigation system in the world. So when we talk about Pakistan, again, we are stating that it has the world's largest irrigation system. It has the largest continuous, like it just keeps going, continuous irrigation system in the world. It's also home to Karakoram Highway. Karakoram Highway is one of the highest paved international roads in the world, and it connects Pakistan and China. You have historic cities in Pakistan like Mohenjo-Daro. If you have taken world history, I'm sure you talked about Mohenjo-Daro and the other Harappan civilizations that are associated with the world's first civilizations in the Indus River Valley. They're going to be ancient hubs, centers of early Indus River Valley culture and civilization. When you think about sports, you should think sports in Pakistan. You should definitely think about the game of cricket. Fancy a game of cricket. Again, that shows you, because they are once part of British India, it shows you that British influence, the fact that cricket is such a craze in Pakistan. Pakistan won the Cricket World Cup in 1992, and the sport of cricket in Pakistan is a national pastime. Let's talk about Bangladesh. Bangladesh is also a Muslim country, so it's also an Islamic country, and Bangladesh is almost completely surrounded by India. Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. It's home to the world's largest river delta, which is the Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta. Again, Bangladesh is home to the world's largest river delta. So that is the Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta. Bangladesh is renowned, or infamous maybe, I'm not sure, depending on how you look at it, on the amount of ready-made garments that they produce a year. Bangladesh is the world's second largest exporter of ready-made garments produced globally. So if you shop at Old Navy, Banana Republic, The Gap, because all of those are like sister companies, it's high likelihood that your clothes are, if you look in that little tag, it probably says made in Bangladesh. Sometimes it says made in Pakistan. We are in that region, but in particular, Bangladesh is going to be the second largest exporter of ready-made garments globally. So when you think about that idea of fast fashion, a lot of that fast fashion is moving through Bangladesh. By the way, fast fashion is horrible for the environment. You should watch this documentary on Netflix. It's called Buy Now. It really made me adjust how I consume. Yes. All right. We talked about high population density already. Despite the fact that Bangladesh is relatively small in land area, we did say that it is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. And that stands true because on that very small land area, it still has over 170 million people living there. Let's talk about Nepal. And we might wrap this one and move to, we're going to talk about Nepal and Bhutan. There you go. Let's talk about Nepal first. So Nepal and Bhutan, as I say, let's talk about it first and then combine them together. Nepal and Bhutan are landlocked Himalayan countries. Anytime we are talking about countries being landlocked, it means that they do not have access to a major water source. So they're not tied to an ocean anywhere. So they are landlocked. Nepal and Bhutan are landlocked countries. Whereas Nepal is going to be open to outside influences, Bhutan has very limited interactions with the global economy. Nepal is often referred to as the roof of the world because Nepal is home to Mount Everest, and Mount Everest is the world's highest peak. So Nepal is home to the world's highest peak, which is Mount Everest. Interesting fact about Nepal, Nepal is the only country with a flag that isn't rectangular or square. Should we pause and go find the flag? We should. Hold on. So this is the national flag of Bhutan. So the national flag of Bhutan is unique. It is the world's only non-rectangular, non-square flag. And it has two red pennants or two red long extended triangles with a blue border, and it has these white symbols in the middle of a sun and a moon on each flag. So this is the flag. That's pretty neat, right? Your sun and your moon. Nepal flag. Cool. All right. Okay, Kumari is the tradition in Nepal. The Kumari tradition in Nepal worships young girls. They believe that these young girls are living goddesses. And Nepal is interesting because Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, associated with Buddhism, was born in Nepal. All right. Let's talk about Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka in the Maldives. Oh, let's talk about, I guess I should give you like some interesting facts about Bhutan before I completely move on. So Bhutan measures success based on the gross national happiness indicator. So they prioritize your individual mental health well-being, physical well-being. They prioritize that over gross domestic product or GDP. Bhutan is the only carbon negative country in the world, which means that they absorb more carbon dioxide than they produce. Cool. TV arrived to Bhutan very late. TV wasn't introduced into Bhutan until 1999. That's the year I graduated high school. I was born in the 1900s. Let's talk about Sri Lanka. All right, Sri Lanka, relatively high level of social development. That's going to make it very different from other South Asian countries. Sri Lanka is one of the world's largest producers of tea. They have an ancient rock forest. They had their first female prime minister in the 1960s, and it's a home to a lot of biodiversity. So there are 34 global biodiversity hotspots in Bhutan, and they have a high number of endemic species. The Maldives. The Maldives is a chain of islands. So the Maldives consist of over 1,000 islands, and their economy gets a boost from fishing and tourism. When it comes to Maldives, when we're looking at population density, when we're looking at land area, they are the smallest country in Asia. So they are the smallest Asian nation. They are the smallest Asian nation as it relates to land territory, like area. And they are also the smallest country in Asia based on population. They have beautiful atolls, like natural atolls, with over 1,000 coral islands in the Maldives. They are known for like the tourism and the bioluminescent phytoplankton that like makes the water glow underneath the moonlight. That's the Maldives. I'm sure I have a Maldives separate YouTube video that I didn't produce linked in this unit, and you should watch it. The Maldives is gorgeous. It's on my bucket list of places that I really need to travel to. Cool. All right, so that concludes this micro lecture. I will see you soon again for the next micro lecture, where we will just explore physical geography. So mountains, rivers, and deserts. Oh my. Or a desert. All right, I'll see you soon again. Bye.